As we begin the difficult story of Yosef and his brothers, as found in our Parshas Vayehsev, and we continue this story for the next several Parshios until the end of Sefer Bereshis with Parshas Vayechi, there is something that happens after the death of Yaakov, which is disturbing and troubling, but maybe has an explanation for it in our Parsha of Parshas Vayeshev. After Yaakov dies, it seems at that moment when Yaakov's sons are gathered around his bed that everyone had gotten along, that everyone had moved on from all that transpired between Yosef and his brothers. And after Yaakov dies, the brothers go to Yosef and say the following. They say, Avicha tziva, your father commanded, lifnei moso, before his death, he commanded that Yosef, that you forgive your brothers, because the brothers were worried that maybe now that Yaakov died, that Yosef would take revenge on them. And of course Yosef says, no, not at all, I'm not going to, don't worry. But the brothers said something which appears to be an untruth. And how could it be? After they lied to their father, after their brother finally caught them red-handed, that here, after everything they went through, they lied again after Yaakov died? So Rabban Pshischa suggests as follows. He says, in this week's Parsha, Yaakov did instruct Yosef before his death, obviously, but when Yosef was 17 years old, he said to him, Lech na re'eh es shlom achecha, go and seek the peace of your brothers. So Rabban Pshischa says that later on, in Parshas Vayechi, when the brothers said that your father commanded before he died, it was many years before he died, but he commanded that you seek the peace of your brothers because it was true. Yaakov did want Yosef to seek the peace of his brothers. Ultimately, when Yosef tried to do so, the brothers already, in our Parsha, already decided they didn't want any part of Yosef. And the entire story of Yosef's descent to Mitzrayim and his being sold into slavery was already in the process of happening. But it shows us that the brothers themselves asked Yosef to fulfill that which Yaakov had truly desired, which was that they recognized the fact that they were all different. And nevertheless, Yaakov wanted Yosef to look at his brothers, to recognize that they are very different than him, but find the shlom achecha, find the peace within your brothers, find the positive, that which you can take and you can be peaceful with and about. And so it was almost as if in Parshas Vayechi, the brothers were saying to Yosef, look, we're imperfect. We hurt you very badly. And we're asking you, just like our father asked you back then, to look and find the good parts of us. We're asking you now, after our father died, to still look and find the good parts of us. And what a message for us in life, that so many times it's easy to become frustrated with other people, with people's personalities, with the way they handle themselves. But the lesson of Yosef and Yaakov to Yosef is, go and try to seek the shlom achecha. Try to seek the peace of your brothers, even though they are very imperfect, even though there are things about them which are very frustrating to you. But try to find the good. And that was the message that Yaakov gave Yosef in this week's Parsha. And even though Yosef was not able to act on it because his brothers already wanted to kill him, it was the brothers who reminded Yosef when they came to him at the end after Yaakov died and said, look, we have nothing now. Please don't look at our bad, but look at our good. The message that your father gave to you, that our father gave to you, please, even years later, is very much alive. Powerful message for us. With all that frustrates us about other people, to try to find the shlom achecha, to try to find the good, the peace of our brothers, even when they are imperfect. Thank you for listening, and have a good Shabbos.